we can go to my segment, you know what I'm saying? The What You See Cheese segment, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I just
What you been seeing, man?
It's just what I see on social media. That's all it is. And I got some, you know what I'm saying, I want to talk to you guys about. I wanted to ask y'all, in y'all opinion. So this is the tweet I saw. Let's just bring the tweet up. The tweet I saw was, it's a picture of 5 people. The tweet is, who's the corniest nigga and why? The 5 people pictured.
That's just funny.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Twitter's ruthless. So the 5 people I saw was Ray J, Bow Wow, Safaree, Nick Cannon, and The Game. Now, we don't gotta talk about celebrities like that, but I wanted to ask y'all first, what makes somebody corny, and how do those 5 gentlemen fit into your definition, if they do?
I'll start off. One, okay, you got.
No, you got it, bro.
I was gonna say,
start off.
Because we both talked at the same time. Because this Zoom stuff is tricky, yo.
we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right.
Yeah, but I think one of them out of that whole group is corny. I'm not gonna say who it is that I think is corny.
Okay.
But you'll probably be able to put together who I think it is by what I'm about to say next. I think what makes somebody corny is just like doing unnecessary stuff. Like, I have a big thing about like clout chasing. I hate that. And there's one artist on there whose career isn't really what it was at one point, and he just does the most for no reason. And he's a name dropping ass artist. Like, he always saying something wild for no reason. I'm like, bro, chill. You make good music. It's actually a really, really good. But I'm like, you don't got to do all that. Like, that's why I think he's corny, because it's like, you don't even have to. It's like, chill out.
He got a couple classic albums, in my opinion.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he does.
That's not even debatable. He definitely a great musician. And all right, come on, we're talking about The Game. And we're not even going to get into
He said, all right, cut it.
Yeah, let's just cut it. But we're not talking about it for them, because we don't know them personally.
Right.
Okay. But I just brought it up because it's like, so Ant, to you, being corny is, you said like, what did you say it was? Just like doing stuff like
doing too much, like always trying to be doing whatever it takes to be seen. Like, always in the way.
I mean, I agree. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Actually, I was gonna say, if you corny, to me, you're out here doing too much, trying to be seen in everybody's face, all up in the videos, dancing. You know, that's just what a corny nigga do. Like, they got to be on Front Street, but they also like don't really have their own personality in a way, if that makes sense. Like, okay. And see, that's where I come in, because with my definition, the reason it's important to me, because I think people have different definitions of corny. My definition is very similar to that last part. I feel like it's just corny in general when you're doing something and people can tell that that's not really who you are and that's not really your personality. So like, it's similar to the doing too much, but it's like, bro, I can tell like you really. That's not true.
Like, for example, like, let's say I see somebody on the gram or whatever, and nobody personally, but I see somebody on the gram and they got some music on and they dancing or whatever. And it's like, bro, like, I could just tell that's just not you. Like, you just not really like, you just doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not that bull.
Yeah, you're not that, that's not what you do, bro. Like, come on. But it's like, be you, but it's like, that's not you. That's not you.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that's corny. But another reason I brought it up, because when I retweeted it, so out of the 5 people pictured, I retweeted the tweet and was like, yo, Nick Cannon isn't corny to me, because I feel like, in my opinion, somebody like Nick Cannon, while he may not be considered cool by certain things, he acts like himself, it seems. You know what I'm saying? And he do a lot of positive stuff, and he about his hustle and his bread. So to me, I was like, he don't really belong in this group of people, because to me, he don't seem corny. And this girl replied to my tweet and was like, have you seen this man's clothing? Like, come on now, that's all you need to look at.
See, people clown people off of like what they wear and all kinds of that type of shit, but like, everybody got their own style. So what's corny to you might not be corny to me. Like, Nick Cannon might have thought she had some bullshit on, but he ain't tell her that, did she?
True. And that would make you corny. So that's what I was trying to tell her. I was like, it's never the clothing though. It's what you do. Like, I was like, corny is like your actions. It's never what you wear, because I'm not a heavy dress boy. And I'm sure, according to some people's definitions, they might look at me as corny, maybe. I don't know.
Some shit like you, but I'm not gonna sit here and say Like I've never been like out somewhere and somebody walked down like, yo, he corny as shit, and it's just like a corny ass fit, and you know, like, and it's hard to explain, bro, but you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say like, yo, that's not a good job, bro. It was a bad decision today.
That don't make you, but that may be a bad fit. That don't make you corny in general, though.
Yeah. But you corny in that moment. You corny as shit. Okay. Like that shit is like.
But that's what she is. She trying to argue me down on Twitter, and I'm like, okay, so maybe I was wrong.
Like you can't like I don't want you to have a crazy fit on, then throw on some Team Jordans or some shit. You know, something crazy. Okay. Just like you be having some corny ass, or you just like you got a generic ass shirt on that says like you know, people just wear labels and it'll be some corny ass shit just because it's Gucci though they'll wear it.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean. Shit like that. I don't like that.
I think what makes that corny though, and we're gonna move on. I think what makes that corny is some people when they do stuff like that, the way they act with that fit on, you be like, all right, you corny. Like if you just chilled, if you chilled and just had your corny fit on, you wouldn't be corny to me at least. But what do I know? I'm not. I'm not.
A lot of niggas that do that kind of shit, that dress kind of overtly like that to try to get women end up in the friend zone anyway. And end up going on friendship dates and shit like that.
And that's where we going next, bro. I like your segues. You on